All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here we go. So it's Los Angeles now. Pass to fall. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Giddy. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Well, you can see the long, lanky frame of Josh Giddey on display.
And there's a pick. For three, James buries it from three.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. Pass to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Drills it from deep.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's O'Neal. Down low. Out left to the wing. And there's the screen. Here's Pettit. And Los Angeles, another three.
3 points.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama has the ball here for Columbus. 11-point game. Tatum can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The shot by James, no good. And here's Columbus now. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Knocks it down from distance.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Here's James. Columbus getting their last shot to go. And slam dunk by James.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
The three, and Los Angeles another three.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
Here's Pettit. He has 6.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's the triple. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. To end the run. O'Neal pulls it in. He gets it up. It's good! It's good at the buzzer. Wow!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Wembanyama screen. Count it. Bird's got his first points of the game.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
It's George on the wing. And Los Angeles, another three.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
To the right side. 14 feet away. Here's Bird. There's Tatum with the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Durant. Let's go with a three. Gets the three ball to go.
This guy's mechanics are just pure. Kevin Durant, folks, turn the lights out if you allow him to get a three-point shot off.
Pass to Tatum. From outside the arc. And after missing his first three shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
And Tatum's got the ball here for Columbus.
2 minutes.
Outside Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
Here's Duncan. And it's Bird with a rebound. Columbus trails by 21. Out to the wing. The kick out to Banchero. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Banchero's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Banchero outside. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got 5 points now this quarter.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Wilkins. For 3, Durant. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's good. 2 points. Durant's got 8.
Well, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Duncan. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here's Wilkins. And Los Angeles, another 3. And so it's Los Angeles, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Lebron James.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force. This guy a tough cover for any defender, creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Fall. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Pass to Reed. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so he makes both from the line. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Now Los Angeles with it. To the inside. Fall. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. James with a steal. And he jams it home with authority.
Assist.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Pass to Bird. Kicks it to George. And the layup falls.
Yeah, very efficient, Paul George is a finisher in the painted area.
So it's Los Angeles now. Here's Fall. Takes a 3. And Reed pulls it down. Right side, Wembanyama. To the left side wing. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Reed, no good. And Irving has got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's James on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Away team foul. Bob Pettit. First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's Columbus now. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Here's Bird. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
And it misses.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Fall. Counted from distance. Fall's got 6 points in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
James outside. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And he comes up with a bucket.
And what you're seeing is LeBron James get to the spots on the floor he wants to, and now you're going to have to try to break his rhythm. That's tough to do.
The 3 from Wembanyama. Takes it inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Kicks it to George. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here's the fast break. Pettit, good. Pettit's got 14 points.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And so it's Los Angeles just dominating the opposition as they maintain. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's George. Inside. Duncan. And rejected. And they're able to recover. The three from Ball. Sends it home from three-point land. Ball's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Durant pulls it in. Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Edey. And Reed pulls it down. George drives in. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Boy, nice job by Paul George to make himself available. Gets to his spot and gets it off quickly.
Now a timeout called by Columbus. Some changes for Los Angeles. So it's Columbus now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. James goes. Oh,
that's a bad man right there.
Wow.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Here's Roy. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice. Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Columbus. George outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. To the middle. It's stolen. Cuts off the pass. Now a timeout called by Columbus.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Fades away. Sinks the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
The shot by James, no good. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Pettit. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Banchero. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, with this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Hits the three-pointer.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Shot clock at 6. Here's George. It's deflected. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
First team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team.
Both free throws good from James. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. We'll watch Los Angeles in this one as they go up against Columbus. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Here we go. And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you see the power, but O'Neal shares it nicely as well.
A wide open look for Bird. Off target from outside. LeBron James on the wing. The three-pointer no good. And Columbus with possession. Inside, got a piece of it. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
Excellent anticipation from Shaq. He's in the right place at the right time to grab that one and get the break started.
Now here's Bird. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And the dunk by James.
And once LeBron finds a crack in the defense, he is off and running. What hustle from King James.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And it's Pettit missing. Down low. Here's Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. In the corner, Irving with it. On the 3 off target.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
The 3. It's good from long range. Irving's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Columbus trails by 4. Bird outside. Wembanyama outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
O'Neal. And so they foul intentionally.
Jason Tatum. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The shot's good from Irving.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Right side Tatum. It's Bird, top of the key. Back to Tatum. And stolen by Irving. Pass to Shaq. Great D that time from Tatum. A 3 from Wembanyama. And Shaq pulls it down. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
At the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays. A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan just too much for the D to handle.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Giddy with it. Guarded now by Duncan. And it's Banchero missing. Los Angeles leading by 9. From deep, George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's Banchero. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Heaney. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Banchero. Here's Tatum. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Wilkins outside. In the corner, George with it. From outside, off the mark.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Chalk up 2 there.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And how about the showmanship from Banchero, letting us know what he can do out there.
Here's George. Offensive rebound. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Kicks it out to Banchero. And he banks in the layup. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
And here's the break. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Columbus trails by 15. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Tatum. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And that's an intentional foul. For Los Angeles, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. The first free throw is good.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing right side. It's stolen by Duncan.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot it.
Here's Duncan. Columbus again can't hit. And so it's Los Angeles controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
And Dr. J slams it in.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out front.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Irving from long range. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Los Angeles leading by 17. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Nailed from three-point land. Pettit's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Fall. O'Neal inside. Over Reed. Fall. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. He's got 7.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now a timeout call by Columbus.
All right, Pat. Let's give them a good round of applause. Your dance team.
And Columbus with possession. Out to Duncan. Intercepted. Pass to Edey. Outside Durant. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Away team.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
To end the run, and it's good on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And it's Reed pulling it down. And so here's Columbus. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's Edey. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And as it goes out of bounds, Columbus able to keep the ball here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Back to Duncan. Clock at 6. Over McGrady. The putback. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Edey. It's stolen by Duncan. And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close.
The visiting team, 29.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Irving. And then Irving slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Fall. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Roy, that's a two-pointer.
Away team.
Misses off the left iron. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Here's Fall. To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Here's Irving. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. From the arc. Kicks it out to Lebron. Just 5 to shoot. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Read a screen. George. Who's back up? Wembanyama outside. On the wing, George. Good ball movement here by Columbus. They get it again. Pass to Roy. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Let's go. And Shaq pulls it down. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Fall. Back to O'Neal. Oh, good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now Roy. From deep. The offensive rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Columbus needs to get off a shot. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Shaq with the rebound. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
The shot's good from Shaq.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Here's Wembanyama. Can't get it to fall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.